Hey, this is BOBTV. How you doing today? I'm going to talk about 2016 and how I plan on voting. And I know it's going to make some of you upset, and you're going to probably call me a sellout and stuff like that. You can call me whatever you want. I don't give a crap. I'll probably lose some subscriptions for this. People may not subscribe to me. I never gotten this for subscribers. I try to be as truthful and honest as I can. In 2016, I was an independent. I've been a Republican. I've been a Democratic. I became an independent in 2012. I refused to vote for Barack Obama. I voted for Jill Stein. Okay? I couldn't do Obama again. He went too corporate. I'm not voting for corporate Democrats. So when 2016 came, Bernie came in the race, and I realized New York was not an open primary state, so I had to join the Democratic Party in order to vote for Bernie Sanders. It's just the way it is. It is what it is. If I didn't, I wouldn't have been able to vote for Bernie Sanders. So I joined and voted for Bernie Sanders. I joined voting, and I joined knowing that I wasn't going to continue to stay a Democratic. I knew that once I got my vote in for Bernie Sanders, I'm going, and the votes are counted, I'm going back to independent. I don't stay in a party. I'm not a party dude. But strategically, I participated in it for a little bit just to get a vote in for the person who I feel is the best person to run for office. So after Bernie was cheated, Hillary ended up being the nominee for the Democratic Party by hook or crook. I went back independent just like Bernie Sanders. And in the general, I voted for Dr. Jill Stein and Najamo Baraka for president and vice president. I voted for Robin Levine to get rid of Chuck Schumer. A couple of judges that were Democrats and a couple other people that was green. Because I'm a freestyle voter. You don't tell me how I vote. See, I'm in a position, I don't put people in a box. I don't believe everybody in the Democratic Party is evil and taking PAC money and sold out to the corporation. I believe there's a lot of them in there that do, but I don't believe all of them do it. I don't believe all Green Party members don't take money. I believe there's probably a few that do take money that they don't know about it. No system is perfect. And I don't think even if you create a system, it's not going to be perfect. Nothing is perfect. So you're going to have some beefs and some upsets and some flaws on every system that you create. That's why I am not for parties in 2018. I believe that if we don't take our party hats, if we don't take it off, progressives are going to lose big time. I believe this is the time of year when progressives take their party hats off and vote for the most progressive, the strongest progressive candidate to push out a corporate politician. Not just corporate Democrats, but corporate Republicans or any other kind of corporate politician. The point is, corporate politicians are the problems that's blocking the people from rising up. Corporate politicians. It could be in the Democratic Party, Republican Party, Rent Too Damn High Party, the People's Party, the Labor Party, you name it. It's the corporate politicians that's voting against our best interests that are our real enemies, not real true progressives. And there's progressives in every party. There's a few in the Republican Party on the local level. Progressives. Progressives are everywhere. That's why I say progressives need to take off their party hats. The progressive Republican, the progressive Democrats, the progressive Greens, and the progressive Independent that's not part of the party need to come together and become a voting bloc. Have a platform like Jeremy Corbyn. This is what I want you guys to run on. And if you're not running on it, you're not going to get all these votes. Sign a petition. Let them know how strong we are as a voting bloc. As a voting bloc, we have 80 million, paraphrasing it, 80 million people willing to give their vote out to the person who's going to stand strong for single payer, stand strong for universal education, from the cradle to the grave, stand firm on housing the homeless, get a platform just like the Labor Party. and say this, we're only going to vote for people who's going to do this. If you're not doing this, we're not voting for you. So here's my strategic plan. Me, personally, you don't have to do it. My strategic plan is this. Right now, there's a few people I really want out of office. And if I could, I would join temporarily the Democratic Party just to get them out of office. And that's Nancy Pelosi, because I'm tired of her. She need to go. Her head shake too much, like Ronald Reagan. Joe Manchin, Dianne Feinstein. There's a few people I want out of office. So if I was put in that position, I would join the Democrat. I would join as a Democrat just to vote on the person who's primarying that corporate Democrat. But here's my ticket. If that person primarying that corporate Democrat, if he do not win, ain't no way I'm voting for a corporate Democrat. I'm going to I'm going to get out the party again. In other words, I'm going to use that party for my benefit. I'm going to pimp that party. I'm going to get in the party to vote for the true progressive over the corporate Democratic. And if that true progressive win, great. I still can come out of it. That's great. If they win, great. If they lose, it's not great that they lost, but let me put it this way. No matter who wins, I don't have to stay in the party. I want the progressive person to beat the Democratic, fine. I still don't have to stay in the party. I come out of the party, go back independent, and I can vote for this person in the general. I don't have to be in the party to vote for them. You get what I'm saying? Am I confusing you? This is my strategy. If there's somebody that's progressive, that's battling, that want a primary or corporate Democrat, I would temporarily join for that particular election cycle in that primary. I would join that party to vote for that progressive to get rid of that corporate Democrat. If that corporate Democrat win, there's no way in hell I'm going to vote for him. I am going to rescind my Democratic Party affiliation and go back to independent. If that progressive win over the corporate Democratic, I am still going to rescind my affiliation with the Democratic Party and go independent. Why? Because in the general, I don't have to be in the Democratic Party to vote for this person. I can vote for him anyway, as long as I'm a voter. As long as I'm a voter. As long as I'm a voter. I'm going to come out of that party. Because you can vote for anybody you want in the general election. Right? Now, let's say that the progressive Democrat is running and there's a progressive Green. They have a stronger chance of defeating the progressive Democrat and have a stronger progressive stand than the progressive Democrat. I'm going to go with the progressive Green Democrat because they're more committed and stronger and dedicated and have a greater chance of winning. Now, if this person got a greater chance of winning against a Republican, of course, I'm going to go for this progressive Democrat. That's just the way it is, folks. I'm being strategic. I don't care about the titles of the person. I just want a real progressive in office that's going to fight for us. And that's not going to toe the party line, no matter what the party is. And again, I believe the only way we can really start pushing forth our agenda and applying pressure to these politicians if we come together as a voting bloc. Corporate Democrats from corporate Republicans, corporate Greens, corporate Blue, you name it. We all take our party hats, become a voting bloc. We all take a mandate or a manifesto like the Labor Party has and say, we're only going to vote for the politicians who are dedicated to voting for this. If you don't vote for this, we're not voting for you. BOBTV. Peace.